Welcome to the journey. My name is Kevin Polky, and I am the host of the journey. Uh, Last episode, we talked about, or I shared about this time of the year where Diane transforms our home into this Christmas wonderland in which every room has some type of a Christmas or winter theme tied to it. This time that I find to be most special, most sacred is when I set my alarm and get up around 5 a.m. and then come downstairs, make some coffee, read my daily devotion, and then meditate during that time period um, with the lights uh, from the Christmas tree illuminating the room. Recently, we uh, had an opportunity to go to one of our local Japanese gardens. It's world renowned, Anderson Japanese Gardens, and we're able to walk around the the outside of the gardens. There was probably a couple hundred people inside for an open house. And they were, before they let everyone out to go for the tour, I uh, escaped to walk in solitude throughout the lights and the illuminated gardens. Just recently, Diane and I, with Sierra and her husband Kevin, we went to a Rotary Garden that is well known for their millions of lights that they have in their gardens. And again, it was an opportunity to be out in nature and to explore and see what individuals had done to create this magnificent show of nature celebrating the holidays with illumination. I reflect back to a time period in 2014, in the fall of 2014 to the spring of 2015. During that time period, I was going through a transitional time period where I was knowing that there was something that was going to be changing in my career, in my life. Didn't know for sure what that was. Didn't know for sure what that would look like. But it ended up being during that 6 month sabbatical. It was a time of reflection, a time of solitude, and time of learning to silence myself and kind of block out the noise of all the different distractions. I remember different time periods of going out into the woods and then just walking for hours in the woods and exploring. And when I say exploring, more from a standpoint that I would go and follow a path and mentally telling myself that I had not been here before, and then also reminding myself that it'll be okay, that even if you don't know where you're at doesn't necessarily mean you're lost just because you just don't maybe know where you're at. And I think for me, metaphorically, that has been at different time periods in my life, that just because I don't know exactly what direction I'm going in or where I'm at doesn't necessarily mean or need to equate to that I'm lost. It just may not be, it just may be that I don't know what my bearings are. I think I'm going through that similar type of transition once again. One of my prayers that I pray on a regular basis is asking God where to lead me and being able to be open to what those indications are. I think as we make a choice to open ourselves up make a choice to allow us to have our mind be open, our heart be softened. I believe that God is consistent, is faithful, and those indications, those signs will be revealed. Now, maybe for me, they aren't necessarily revealed in the time that I would like them to be revealed, meaning as quick as I'd like or as clear as I would like. But nonetheless, if I'm open, I may very well be able to see those signs of what path to continue down or to open up and explore, but for sure to know that I'm not alone, that God is with me as I walk this part of the journey. So for me right now, as we are going to be exploring during this particular time and reflecting on this, is that as we are exploring, as I am having my eyes wide open, having my heart open, to be able to see those indications or signs. And then I know that the follow-up piece of that is then having the courage to act on them, to resist the temptation of giving into not knowing what the next or what is around the next corner. So I think the invitation that I'd like to throw out to everybody is that regardless if you are very clear about where you're at or you're in a potential transition because of other people's choices or transition because of what may be going on with you, or what may be going on all around you, is to give yourself time to pause and reflect. Give yourself the gift of being in solitude and silence, praying to God as you understand him so that you can then see the signs that are given and then act accordingly. As always, I'm grateful that you are here and listening, and grateful that you are able to pass this on to someone that may benefit from it right now. I am looking forward to continue this particular conversation, and I will see you next week.